Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I am getting ready for class today and I'm going to be getting my nails done and little stuff like that. So I don't feel like I need to do a full glam. Not that I wouldn't do a full glam on a day that I'm just going to class. But today I'm just going to do something very natural. I have to leave pretty soon, so I'm just going to do very basic, like super bare bones minimum makeup for the day. But I've posted a couple pictures of me on Facebook or Instagram where I have like very simple natural makeup and I get a lot of questions about it. So I'm hoping that this will help. This is me right after I woke up. I just put on some moisturizer and like this is my face. This is it. So I'm going to be sort of doing a talk through, but I am trying to get ready, so I'm going to turn on some music and then just kind of tell you what I'm using. So to get started, I'm going to be using the Skindinavia, what is this called? The primer spray. I really like this stuff. I feel like it smells very good. I feel like it makes my skin feel very good. I don't know, I wouldn't use this as a primer on its own just because I like other stuff, but this is one of my favorite things to start with, especially in the morning. So I like to focus on the things that are like my favorite aspects of my face. So I typically like to focus on my eyes, so I will do lashes. Again, lashes are not necessary, especially for everyday makeup. Lashes for me are like second nature. I can do them in a second because I do them so often to all my clients and to myself all the time. And eyebrows. I feel like eyebrows are, I have glitter in my eyebrows, that's hilarious. I feel like eyebrows are a big like face framer, so those are things I like to focus on. So first things first, I'm just going to use my little Full Lips Enhancer just to plump up my lips a little bit. While I'm using my Full Lips Enhancer, I'm going to be putting on this Step 1 Smoothing Primer by Makeup Forever. This is one of my favorite things ever, especially if you have pores or texture. I use this on a lot of my clients and I get a lot of questions about my skin, and this is a big reason why my skin looks good on camera. I feel like this is a little too bright. Let me darken it. Okay, so like usual, I'm going to start with the eyes. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I don't know, I just call it Urban Decay Concealer because I didn't know that had that full name on there. I am using Light Warm because my body is tan. Obviously my face is pale, but my body is tan, so this works best for me. So I am going to put that on my eyelids. Just a little, and blend that out with my Beauty Blender. I sent my boyfriend a Snapchat of me using my little lip enhancer, and he screenshotted it. Like, he usually just screenshots the cute pictures of me. That's not cute. So I'm just going to set that concealer and do a little bit of eyeshadow, not much at all. Again, if you're not an eyeshadow person, this is not necessary, but I just love eyeshadow so much. So this is my like neutral palette. It has a lot of Makeup Geek eyeshadows and a lot of Morphe. I'm not sure, there might be a couple of Anastasia ones in here, but most of them are Makeup Geek and Morphe. So I'm just going to take this like light eggshell shade. This is Cream Puff by Morphe. So I'm just going to take that and set everything on my lid. Okay, and next I'm going to take, what is this? Peanut by Morphe. These are their single eyeshadows, so you guys can go and get those. But that is right here in the middle, Peanut. And I'm just going to buff this into the crease, get kind of a light starting of the crease. I'm not going to do any winged eyeliner today because that just takes too long. But I am going to do a little bit of kind of like cat eye shadow where I focus it primarily on the outer corner. And this is the Morphe E22 brush. This is their old E22 brush, but the new one is just as good. This is just the one that I have in front of me. So I have more than one of these shades. It's literally like my favorite. So this is Tan Lines, which I'm missing a nail, so don't judge me. This is Tan Lines by Makeup Geek, and I seriously am like obsessed with this color. I think it's so pretty. So I'm gonna put that one in the outer corner as well. And this one is very like perfect in my opinion for like that neutral kind of everyday makeup. And I'm using the same brush because I don't have time to switch brushes. Okay, so in the last shadow that I'm going to use is another Makeup Geek eyeshadow. This is Tiki Hut. It is this one right here. This one is kind of a more pukey color. I guess that sounds really gross, but it kind of is. So I'm going to use that one as well in the crease, just to build up that color a little bit. And bring that in the inner corner. So my boyfriend and I went to see Suicide Squad last night, and I actually thought it was really good. I don't know why people didn't like it. Then again, I don't read the comics, or I'm not like super into it or anything like that. My sister does, but I don't. But I love the movies. I love any of those movies like that, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was well done. So I don't know, maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I liked it, and I want to do my makeup like Harley Quinn now. But actually, I feel like I should do my makeup like the witch, the enchantress, because I feel like I wouldn't have to buy a wig. I've already got the dark stringy hair, so I'm one step ahead of the game. Okay, so I'm going to do my lashes, and these are my Flutter lashes in Slayla, or I think it's Slayla. Let me see. Yeah, Slayla. These are the Flutter lashes in Slayla, and I think that these are so stinking pretty. These are some of my favorite lashes, I swear to God. So I have like 10 pairs of these because they're so pretty. So I'm just going to use a little bit of House of Lashes lash glue, and I have the teeny tiny one because when I went to buy the full size one again, I usually buy like 2 or 3 at a time because I'm constantly running out using it on my clients. But when I went to rebuy it, it was like sold out, and I thought that my life was over because I love this lash glue. If there's any other lash glue that kind of compares to the House of Lashes, let me know if you guys use any that is like just as good. I'm kind of picky about lash glue because I use it every day.
Gonna let these dry.
P.S. I have a really hard time putting lashes on my right eye because that's the eye that I can see out of. So I can't like see the top of the lashes. This video would probably be faster if I stopped talking. Okay, and for brows, I'm going to be using my brow powder in taupe because I'm not going to be doing super intense brows. A lot of times I will use the dip brow, but since I don't have any like a bunch of like makeup on, I don't want them to look too intense. So I just take the lightest shade, start here in the front part, and press and kind of flick up, just to give them some shape and some definition. And then with the darker part of the brow powder, and then on the top part, same thing on the other side. I just keep messing this up. Kind of a quick brow. That's what they should call those little like brow gels, quick brows. So I'm just going to use, this is by the Brow Gal, their brow gel. Just going to brush all of those hairs kind of up, give them a little bit of shape. I like this brow gel except for that it leaks. That's the only thing, is I noticed it leaked. It was kind of all over, but otherwise it was fine. Okay, so now I'm just going to do some concealing right in these areas. Again, this is more natural makeup, so I'm not like looking to like conceal everything. So I'm just going to do kind of the center of my face areas. underneath of my eyes a little bit. The rest of my face, I'm going to be kind of actually just making it match my like neck. So I'm not going to be like actually doing a bunch of foundation. But I'm using the Makeup Forever 123 with my Morphe M439 brush, which this is one of those kind of foundations that can be very sheer. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just taking a little bit on my brush and giving my face some color.
Because it doesn't match my neck. So.
Gotta have a little bit of color in the face. Truthfully, if I had redone my self tanner last night and I had tanning stuff on my face, I would have completely skipped this part, like totally, and I just would have done the concealer. But I didn't do it last night, so this is where we're at. So we're going to do a little bit of highlighting. I think I'm going to use Sunlight. I like Moonlight. I bought the Cover Fix drops in like all of the colors because they're gorgeous. Yeah, we're going to use Moonlight. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on the back of my hand and then just dab this on with a beauty blender. Actually, I'm going to spritz it a little bit with my primer spray. My beauty blender is a little dry. There we go. This is Moonlight, which is, I think, my favorite shade for when I am tan. And then I like Celestial when I'm pale. Obviously, my tan is not like tan like a lot of people, but. And I think I'm going to do a little bit on the center of my forehead. I think I'm going to mix this with a tiny bit of concealer. That's actually what these drops are pretty much for putting in other products. So I'm going to mix a little bit of concealer in those drops on the back of my hand. And then just on the center of my forehead. That way we have a little extra highlight. See how that's like not as highlighted? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take the RCMA powder. The no color, is that what it's called? Yeah, no color powder. So I just take my Morphe E1 brush. Did you see that? Dumped it over like that. Do it back like that. Have a little bit on there. Tap it like that. And then I'm just going to buff that kind of in everywhere to kind of set everything. Just because this packaging of this powder is kind of not helpful at all. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of mascara underneath of my eyes. And then I'm going to take my Morphe, not Morphe, this is Makeup Geek. My Makeup Geek contour powders in, I like Bad Habit, and then a little bit of Infidelity, Bad Habit's darker, with my Morphe E59 brush, which is wonderful for bronzing up the face. Just going to bring a little bit of color back to my skin, which is my favorite part. I take the lighter shade Infidelity up here, and then the darker shade right here. So this part is super easy. You just want to focus on the outer parts of your face, right underneath of your cheekbones right there. And I'm going to do a light dusting around my nose. Okay, so because I'm a highlighting person, I love highlighting, we're going to add a little bit of Champagne Pop using the Morphe M510 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes for highlighting. And we don't really need it, but we're going to add it. And I'm going to do a little bit right there in the inner corner, right on the Cupid's bow, a little on the forehead. And then I'm throwing brushes. The Morphe B34, this tiny little fan brush, and I will do that underneath of the brow bone. This is so excessive. You don't need this fan brush. You can use a pencil brush. It is what it is. I'm high maintenance, I guess. I don't know. So for lips, I have a little lip trick for you guys today. So I don't want to do like a full lip because like that's weird, I think, and I'm not a big fan of gloss. So to find my happy medium, I use a little bit of Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin. This is my favorite nude right now. That one and Anastasia's Stripped, favorite. So I'm going to press this on the center and then spread it out very gently. And I do this on clients who aren't big lipstick fans too. That way you have some color, but it doesn't look like you put on a bunch of liquid lipstick and lip liner and yada yada and all that stuff. So I think that is it. I'm going to spritz my face. This will make this stuff last all day. This is the Skindinavia setting spray. Actually, it's funny, the Skindinavia company makes the Urban Decay setting sprays, so I just went ahead and went to the source, and this is my favorite setting spray. You can go swimming with this stuff and like you're good. Like, I've done it. So this is like my favorite stuff. So highlighted, bronzy, very natural look. You can choose to accent the parts of your face that you like. Like, let's say that your lips are really big and luscious and you love to accent those. So put like a nice gloss on, or even if you wanted to do a red lip and something neutral everywhere else, that's totally up to you. This is just my personal preference. This is what I like. I like to show my eyes, my brows, that kind of thing. That is all I have to say for you guys. So this is gonna be like the super quick tutorial. I've never done a tutorial this fast in my entire life. This is weird. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Real quick, we just need to add a little bit of highlight on my collarbones here because you can see them. Just gonna...
Oh yeah. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
I wish I could see out of both eyes like normal people. What's that like, to be able to like see both of the lashes that you're putting on? I feel like I said use weird. Isn't this the cutest little mug ever? I just love it.
I want you all to see my horrible skin.
I need to move these sides back. Look at all the teeny tiny brushes. I love them. I really don't need any more brushes, but that's okay. We're gonna get more anyway.